Yo, what's poppin', man? It's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell, so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all y'all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. What's poppin', fam? You know I appreciate y'all. Facts. What's poppin'? Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man. Yeah. Smash that like button if you ain't already hit that like button. What's cracking? I'm getting it cracking. What's goody? Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Smash the like button, man. Yeah. Are you surprised? It's coming out that everybody that say they ain't a rat, they all rats. Are you surprised? Tell me. Are you surprised? You know, everybody, they want to talk down, on everybody, right? Everybody's supposed to be solid. But then they come to find out, man, these niggas done all sat down before. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. You know I appreciate y'all. Big facts. Hit that subscribe button, man. And smash that like button. Everybody is solid. Everybody is solid until you go back in the archives and find out that they really not solid. Are you surprised? Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's a lot of capping going on. Everybody's a gangster. Everybody's a thug. Everybody's the big bad wolf until they get in the interrogation room. You hear me? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Everybody's the big bad wolf until they get in the interrogation room. When they get in the interrogation room, it's yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. I'm just saying, man, I'm just keeping it a buck. Don't pop the messenger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I heard it all before when I was at work. It wasn't my car you saw. Hey, yo, I'm just trying to tell you. Just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. Yeah, I'm just keeping it a buck. Hit that subscribe button too. Hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. Big facts. I'm here trying to put something to eat together. Y'all know I gotta put something to eat together. But I'm just saying, everybody is gangster. Everybody's a thug until they in the interrogation room. Are you surprised? Yeah. Because I'm not. Yeah. I done seen the movie too many times. You know, everybody run down on something, right? Everybody got the stick. Everybody get busy until they in the interrogation room. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. Don't pop the messenger, right? It's like they all fufafi, man. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to say my life, my kids. I'm just keeping it a buck. Don't pop the messenger. You hear me? Don't pop the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about how solid they are. Everybody's solid. Until they get in the interrogation room. And right, I believe they all solid, right? I'm believing everybody's solid. Like, yeah, they solid. They about that, right? you know they want to sell them wolf tickets. They get in the interrogation room. How can I help myself? What can I do to help myself? You know, am I going to be able to leave shortly? Yeah, I done seen it a million times. Hit that subscribe button though. And smash the like button. Yeah. You know, DZ, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is. Y'all know I like to keep it a buck. You feel me? I like to keep it a buck. I know what it is. You know what I mean? And smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, we got these wings though. We about to go in. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. These wings, they looking like something too. I started with the rice a little late, but I got green beans, rice, and these baked wings. Them joints is gonna jump too. Straight up. He said, would you snitch on your homie or cheat on your girl? I ain't doing neither. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing neither. You know what I mean? I'm just solid like that. You know? I say, why get in a relationship if I want to cheat? Why hang out with some niggas if I'm going to tell on them? So, you know, my mind state is, don't hang out with no homies, right? And don't get a girl if I want to play. You know what I'm saying? That's just my mind state. Just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's some people that don't understand, you know, that you can't, you know what I'm saying, be doing too much in life. But it's a lot of people that want to portray this image, right? Like they like that, but they not like that. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it a buck, man. You know, but I tell you though, a lot of these people, right? They the thoroughest jokers on the planet until they get in the interrogation room. I'm just trying to tell you this, right? Word. You know, everybody, they ready to pull the strap out. They about that life. They'll run down on something. They'll lay a nigga down. But when they get in the interrogation room, they fold straight like a pretzel. You know what I'm saying? They fold. Every time. This is what people got to start understanding though. You feel me? Because that's all that's going to come out of the situation is the interrogation room. That's it. You put yourself out there to be this big bad gangster. Come on, man. It's like the police, right? They do a job every day, week, 7 days. They don't get no days off, right? Police on the job every day of the week. Come on, man. When you least expecting, they gonna bend the corner on you. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button, man. Smash that like button. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, everybody, you know, is solid though until they in the interrogation room. Yeah, all of them. This why, you know, it should be told to the people why to stay away from the street, because you guaranteed to get told on. It's like a guarantee. I'm like, at this point, right? I don't even understand why they still play around like it's a game. Straight up. Word. It ain't worth it. You know what I mean? Because it's the same process every single time. It's like, you know, everybody is a gangster, right? And everybody is about that life until they get in the interrogation room. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you didn't think that the interrogation room come with this process? Or you just thought that you that good to not get there? Yeah. It come with crime though, man. Come with being a gangster. Man, if you so-called a gangster, somebody gonna tell on you. Yeah. That's the stuff that, you know, people need to be putting out there. That's why I say it the way I say it. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's why I say it the way I say it, because regardless, right? Somebody gonna fold. What's popping? Top flight, what's popping? What's goody? Like, for real. If you haven't already smashed that like button, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, somebody gonna tell every time. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know, you got the most solid people that'd be like, man, I ain't telling. I'm about that, right? You know, you might even see them put some work in. But when they get in the interrogation room, are you surprised? Just keeping it a buck. Road runner, what's popping? Are you surprised when they get in the interrogation room, they talking about helping their brother, or they helping, hold up. You can't help nobody talking to the police. They got a job to do. Police ain't helping nobody. Come on, man. They helping their organization. It's just crazy. You know, niggas talking about they helping somebody in the interrogation room. But this is why I tell you, man, that gangster stuff end up the same way. And we seeing it, you know, we witnessing it. But it's gonna be it's always gonna be people that feel like it ain't gonna happen to them. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be people that feel like it can't happen to me. My niggas is too solid. You know, it's a crew out there right now, right? That got a crew of jokers, and they saying my crew too solid. Ain't my crew would never do that, right? Come on, man. That's because your crew ain't in that situation. Most of the time, nigga, crew in the situation, they fold. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you got niggas in the crew that get locked up for something that somebody else did that's severe, and they holding you to the same standards with the RICO, right? So they get to hold you to the same standards as your people in the crew with the RICO, right? And you ain't do what they try to say the other people did. Like, man, I ain't do that. I ain't had nothing to do with that. What you think they gonna do? You know, it's like, now say you was out there, right? And you was just in the car when something happened, right? And whatever you was in the car with carry a 20, 30-year sentence, right? You ain't make no money. You ain't benefit in no way, shape, or form, right? You think that that person wants to sit down for the 20, 30 years and they ain't get no benefit from the whole situation? They was just in the car. They went along for the ride. What you think they gonna do? They gonna tell, man. They gonna get in that interrogation room and they gonna tell. Straight up. Holy Mayor Sky was popping. Word. They gonna get in the interrogation room and drop the dime. Because they looking at it like, man, I just was in the car. You know? And, you know, you can expect the person to hold it down, right? But it's a different feeling when you in there. What's popping, Joker's Lab? What's popping? It's a different feeling, though, when you in there. You know, you got to be built for tough. And I'm going to tell you, like, on some real stuff, majority of these jokers ain't built for tough. Hell no. They all act like it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, they know how to make it sound good. I'm just being real. Niggas know how to make it sound good. You know, it's that certain lingo that niggas use when they want to talk about how active they are. Man, show me you active in the interrogation room. Did you know how to be quiet? Hell no. I'm telling you. I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all know y'all my folks. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Show me how thorough you are in the interrogation room. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you though, man. A lot of these jokers in the interrogation room, they not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was that hard, you know how to be quiet, nigga. Like, anybody can get somebody to pop somebody for them and get active, right? Anybody can do that. Just keeping it a buck. Anybody can get somebody to pop somebody for them. Especially when you got paper. That ain't hard. Anybody can do that. But not everybody can stand up in the interrogation room. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody know how to be quiet. And when I look at YSL, right? Everybody in YSL had no problem talking in the interrogation room. I'm like, damn, these was the hardest niggas out. Like, these niggas was the hardest niggas out. What's poppin', JR gets bread? Straight up. YSL was the hardest niggas out. Them niggas was the hardest niggas out. You hear me? Yeah, they was talking about slap and... But when you really look at it, right? The whole crew had no problem sitting in the interrogation room, as they would call it, trying to finesse. The whole crew though. But are you surprised? Not me. What's going on, Leon? What's popping? But are you surprised though? It's like, not me. Because I would expect it from these niggas. You know, whenever I see niggas loud, actively committing criminal activities, oh, I know it's gonna be a lot of telling going on there. Yeah, they gotta tell. Because these niggas is giving up the evidence. You know, Lil Woody said Thug was rapping about him doing crimes in the song. They all do that. They all do it. Niggas be rapping about the crimes in the song. They want to be recognized. Come on, man. These niggas is actively. Now, if it was stuff in their past, all right, these niggas would go out and do something and then go in the booth. This what the rappers do though. They'll go out, blow something down, rob something, and then go in the booth so that they can get the message out to everybody on what they did. Straight up. Feds hitting dudes all over the country with Ricos. Facts. Facts. And it just shows you that it ain't cool to be in clique. It ain't cool. If you running around and you got a team, that stuff like that Wack keeps saying, the team, you're going to jail. But Wack, he ain't going to jail. We see. They let the police do what they want. They let the police do what they want. You know what I'm saying? They let the police do whatever they want. But, you know, the niggas that's talking about the clique and the gang, it be so crazy, though, that niggas still be repping gangs, like, publicly when they get indictments from it, though. Like, damn, they tricked the world that easy, though. That was like one of the easiest tricks for the world. You can rep this gang, right? And we're going to tell you that it's legal. It's coming, Jerko's Lab. I'm telling you, it's coming ASAP. It's coming ASAP. I promise you, next month it's going to be there. I promise you that. Appreciate the super chat. I promise you, next month it's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't convince the world, though, that it's legal to be a part of a gang, and these people is really going out there repping these gangs and getting Ricos. Like, they really doing this. They repping the gangs and getting these Ricos because they said it's legal to be in the gang. Nigga, I'm not repping nothing. That hell no. If I see that everybody's going down because of these situations, right? Nigga, I don't want to be a part of that. See, this what separates the strong and the weak. Just keeping it a buck, right? This what separates the strong and the weak. If I'm sitting here watching everybody go down that claims to be in a gang and clicked up, right? And then I'm watching the niggas that don't go down that claim to be in the gang and they team because I know they police. Why do I want to be in that stuff? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here, it's like we witnessing it, right? And niggas still want to claim it. Man, that's an oxymoron. I'm just keeping it a buck. If we witnessing the takedown from being a part of a gang association and niggas is still chasing that, oh, that's an oxymoron. But I see, you know, they know that the brain ain't that strong. The brain ain't that strong. It's easy for us to be manipulated. They know it. It's easy. It's easy as hell to manipulate the human brain. Straight up. You know, you hanging around a whole bunch of jokers. You get to hang around a whole bunch of people. And your brain gonna be influenced by what them niggas got going on. So it's like, man, I don't want to be a part of none of that. I'm glad my mind is like I just be like really be like thankful. And y'all listen, y'all gotta feel me. Poncho was popping. Y'all gotta feel me. I'm like real thankful that in my mind, when I started to mature as a young adult, I understood, man, I gotta stay away from niggas. You know what I'm saying? I can say what's up and I can, breeze through, but that, trying to form a clique and as like a grown adult, you in trouble. You make it easy for the authorities. The authorities know that if they put a whole bunch of people together, majority of them ain't gonna hold up. They know this. So why not tell everybody that it's okay to be in the gang? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Every time, just keeping it a buck. Hit that subscribe button, man. Smash that like button. All right, rice is done. Chicken done, rice done, and green beans. Blue chicken, what's up, baby? Wait till the night, baby. I appreciate you so much, Blue Chicken. Wait till the night, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'll be on the live on the computer. It's a lot of trolls on the joint right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of trolls on the show on the joint right now. And I hope they subscribe though. Hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? I done made me this big chicken. It's falling apart. So you know what I'm saying? Got me some baked chicken, some rice, and some green beans. So yeah. I'm just like, are you surprised? That's where my mind is at. Cause I'm not. Yeah. I know that all these loud niggas, they gonna tell. I know it. Because the louder you are, the more intense that you get in these situations and involve yourself in serious stuff. So the consequences is going to be bigger and harder. Niggas is going to tell. Like, hold up. They talking about life. They talk about 20, 30 years. All these jokers, they going to fumble, man. They going to fumble. They don't really want that. They just want the image. Because in all honesty, right? You can be a hitter to make sure nobody bother you and check somebody that bother you. But when you gotta brag about it, like, yo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, you really scared. And I'm gonna say it like that. You really scared. You just trying to keep niggas off your ass. You might do something in defense, but you really scared because if you was like that, you wouldn't say nothing. You just gonna do it. You're just gonna knock shit down. Somebody bother you, you're gonna knock it down. But a lot of these jokers, they using the defense mechanism because they be scared. Straight up. Nah, nigga, you don't want nobody to try you. Let them try you. And if you gonna knock something down, knock them down. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta brag about it to get validation and then y'all tell in the end? This is why whenever I see these packs of people that, is running around, talking about how they get busy, I know what they're going to tell. Because if we being real, right? Damn near all the time, the person that they sending to get busy, they don't got no money. They ain't got no lawyer money. They don't got no money to help anything for themselves if they get in a situation. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to flip. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no money. So you put them in a situation to be the hitter, right? And they ain't got no money, and then they get jammed up. What they going to do? They don't even got lawyer money. These niggas don't even be having lawyer money. Straight up, they don't got no lawyer money. They don't got no commissary money. They don't got no money, but they the crash dummies. Listen, when you got crash dummies around you, you going down. Straight up. Listen, the whole YSL had no problem going in that interrogation room and talking to the police. They call themselves finessing. They should be the finesse gang. Straight up, YSL should be the finesse gang. Because they all act like they was finessing the cops, but you can't finesse the police. It's impossible to finesse the police, man. Straight up. You can't finesse the police. Straight up. You can get in the courtroom and try to, run your game in the courtroom, but you can't finesse the police. They do it for a living. They get you in there talking, and then you put yourself in the Cobra clutch. Treese, what's up, baby? Straight up. I'm just keeping it a buck. Blue Chicken, what's up, baby? I'm keeping it a buck. The whole YSL, though, I'm like, damn, when I sit here and think about it, all these niggas went in the interrogation room trying to finesse the police. Like, nigga, shut up. Y'all about that life, this is the time not to talk. These niggas is putting everything on the music, and then they going in the interrogation room trying to finesse. Too's much, what's popping, baby? They going in there trying to finesse the police. And I'm like, man, all these niggas is police, man. Yeah, all of them. Just keeping it a buck. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. They all police, man. All of them. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. All of them police. I'm trying to tell y'all. All of them. I got me something to eat here. All of them police, man. You know, there ain't no way these niggas on the track talking about blowing shit down, right? They all on the track talking about blowing shit down, right? All of them. Right? And then they all in the interrogation room acting like they finessing the police. They should have been the finesse gang. But Two-Time got the wrong name. Think he told too, didn't he? Everybody. That's why I tell y'all, everybody that said so. Straight up. Hot. Everybody that said something, man. Hot. Woo. Hot. Everybody said something. You know, They all talking about finessing the police. It's they thing. I was helping my brother. I'm finessing the police. Come on, man. Are you surprised? Not me. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't surprised at all. Just keeping it a buck. Yeah, I ain't surprised. Yeah, I ain't surprised at all. Hot. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know hot. Yeah, I ain't surprised. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Yeah, I ain't surprised. Keeping it a buck. You know, I appreciate all y'all. What's cracking? You know, I appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That shit here. Hey. I ain't gonna lie, no hit. I ain't gonna lie. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. You know I appreciate all y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Yeah. Y'all know, I appreciate all y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I appreciate y'all. What's good with y'all? Alright. Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Remember I made this chicken the other week? I'm hooked on it now. Especially with that Asian zing sauce. That Asian zing sauce is fire, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm hooked on that. And then I'm baking it too. The chicken fell apart. I left it in there a little too long this time. But it's still good. I left it in there a little too long. But it's still good though. You know what I'm saying? I left it in there just a little too long, but it's still good though. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's still good. And you know I appreciate y'all. Facts. Big facts. It's a big boy plate. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Keeping it a buck. It's a big boy. Matter of fact, that's it right here. Yeah, it's a big boy plate. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Yeah, it's a big boy plate. Just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button. Look at that joint. Look at that joint. Big boy joint too. Yeah, it's a big boy joint. Chicken falling apart. Look at that mom. Yeah. Chicken falling apart. One thing about me, y'all know I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I'm back in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the kitchen. Smelling like burning rubber. You hear me? It ain't no secret. I'm a money burning mother. You know what I mean? Facts. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Yeah, hey, listen. But I know y'all ain't surprised about Thug, is y'all? That's what they all gonna do. All of them gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But on some real stuff, right? If he told, what they gonna do? If he make good music, they still gonna buy it. If it's trash, they not gonna buy it. Oh God, I could put this in the store. I can put this in the store. And y'all know what I did, right? Let me tell y'all what I did this time. I seasoned this yesterday. Yeah, I seasoned it yesterday and let it sit in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator for a day. So that shit's sitting. And then when I put it in the joint, I threw a little bit more seasoning on it. Yeah. You said it kind of did surprise me because how hard he went on Gunna. Now, I understand when you say that, right? But I be thinking about, you know, when these dudes is loud like that. If you loud like that while you actively doing stuff, right? It make me think you already done sat down with him before. You know what I'm saying? Because if a nigga out there in the streets, like on some real stuff, right? Let me plug this up. If a nigga out there in the streets, right? On some real stuff. If a nigga out there in the streets, right? They not gonna be talking like, you know what I'm saying, like that. How these niggas is talking. If you really out there in the streets. But if you really out there in the streets and you talk like that, that let me know that you niggas a tell. You out in the streets talking like that. How you gonna be out in the streets talking about the crimes and you actively doing it, thinking that the police don't work no more? It's like them niggas act like the police, you know, was definitely on their side. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yeah, 24-hour marinade, blue chicken. Oh God. The chicken falling apart. Look at the chicken. Chicken falling apart. That joint falling apart. Yeah. And the season real good. Real good. Real good. I put some of this on here. I got sea salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and then I put this on here too. I put this dash chicken joint, that, and I put some paprika. Yeah. Then I let it sit in there with some butter and onions. That joint is like fire. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yo, D, did you see the Crime Stopper clip I sent you of Gunner snitching when he was young? Yeah. Yeah. All of them, man. The whole YSL. The whole YSL. So it's like, honestly, none of them should be mad at each other. They all knew they was gonna snitch. None of them dudes should be mad at each other. They all know that they got the capability. But what it is, right? You know, majority of the world don't got no money. So, you know, they rich running around and they think that, you know, they above all everything. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes think they above all everything. Straight up. But we seeing now though. We seeing now. Hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button too. Yeah, we seeing now though. YSL ain't had no problem going in the interrogation room to talk. Every one of them though. You know what I'm saying? Every one of them. That was like, this is crazy. Nigga, all y'all go in the interrogation room like that? And you remember Woody said Thug told him to go down there and talk to him. Man, I would have never said that. Woody said, Thug said, you ain't do nothing, go down there and talk to him, right? I don't come from that code. Yeah, I don't come from that. I don't know. Maybe that's a ATL thing. I don't know. But I don't come from that. Go sit down and talk to who? What am I going to go? Who am I going to go talk to? For what? I'm not talking to the police. Not explaining nothing to the police about what a crime. Like, I be mad that I have to have the little bit of conversation that I do have to have with them for a traffic violation. I be mad about that. Like, I be pissed. Like, I don't want to talk to you about this ticket. You don't go ahead, man. And depending on how I'm feeling that day, I might tweak out right there. I ain't even gonna lie. Just keeping it a buck. You haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. And smash the like button. Depending on how I feel, like real rap. But I see these niggas, they just talk like regular. It's like, it's the norm though. Like I said, snitching is the norm. Straight up. You gotta expect it. Yeah, you gotta expect it. Yeah, you gotta expect it. Don't be surprised. But like I said, I ain't really surprised about these YSL niggas. I ain't really surprised. I'm like, man, it's the whole crew. Everybody in the crew. Yeah, everybody in the crew, they didn't have a problem with talking to law enforcement, but they like gangster. Anybody can pop you. Real rap. Anybody can pop you. Yeah, anybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can pop you. But can you get in that interrogation room and be quiet? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. And they say Seti Nash, he put it up on Thug's birthday on purpose. Guess he paid somebody to take it down from another platform and then put it up on the birthday. Then took it down on one platform, put it up on another platform. It's a dirty game. Yeah, it's a dirty game, man. No bullshit. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Yeah, the YN's going to prison. And then after they get that lengthy sentence, they thinking about it. Like that YN TK, they gave him all that time, 2 different homicides. Oh, I know it done kicked in now. Yeah, I know it done kicked in. Sitting in there with all that time, you ain't going nowhere. Man, was it worth it? Hell no. I'm just thankful I made it through the stuff I made it through. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jamaica. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you. I'm just happy I made it through the stuff I made it through. You know what I mean? I was young one time, right? I was young. But everybody don't make it through them phases. You know what I mean? I remember being out there young, running around, doing crazy stuff. I do remember that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I do remember that. I'm just thankful that I was able to make it through. You know what I'm saying? Me just keeping it a buck. Hit that subscribe button. Cause everybody ain't gonna make it through. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody ain't gonna make it through. This is a good meal though. Yeah, it's a good meal. It's a good meal. We got green beans, rice, and chicken. Got some green in there. Yeah, got some green in there. Yeah. Yeah, but gotta learn the hard way, some of them. Gotta learn the hard way. Gotta learn the hard way. Yeah. This chicken fire. And it's falling off the bone, so. And it's seasoned real good. It's seasoned real good and it's falling off the bone. Yeah. Yeah. That shit fire. It's a little spicy too. It's a little spicy. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's a little spicy. Hit that subscribe button too. It's a little spicy. But it's good though. And it was good for me. It was baked. You know what I'm saying? It was good for me. And it was baked. So that worked out. You know what I'm saying? That worked out. Alright. right, that's it. I'm done with that. A little bit more of this rice. I'm done with it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna eat me some grapes. Some nice fruit afterwards. Yeah, man. Oh, man. That was decent. That was decent. That was decent. I can't lie. Let me throw this out. Yeah, that was decent. Yeah, I appreciate y'all too. Yeah, water. I hope I got some water in here. Okay, I got one water in there, ready to go. I got some grapes. I got some water and some grapes. Some water and some grapes, y'all. Where's that? Hit that subscribe button. Water and some grapes. Yeah, some water and some grapes. Yeah. Damn. I'll tell you that. Man, keep knocking my charger out. Keep knocking my charger out. Yeah. Oh, man. Word up. What's poppin', man? Now I got the itis. You know what I'm saying? When you eat a good meal, especially a nice home cooked one too, get that damn itis. Yeah, got some grapes. Yeah, I got some grapes. Yeah. Friday here. Friday's here. Yeah. I'm gonna see. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I'm gonna put you in timeout for a second, my man. I don't know what you're doing in the chat, but you're doing too much. Yeah, you're doing too much. I don't know what you're doing in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who that was. Lady J for life. What's happening? What's popping? Yeah, man. What y'all think about YSL? Everybody in the interrogation room. D Twins, what's popping? Yeah. What y'all think about everybody that was in the YSL camp, all of them had no problem going in the interrogation room and then talking. All of them. The whole clip. Like, damn. And everybody saying they finessing. That's the new thing. That's the new thing, huh? And this one from back 2015. In 2015. They saying they all, okay. They all come up with this. So, let me see, right? These jokers 10 years ago, they was in their early 20s. Yeah. Early 20s. Nah, I wouldn't dare. In my early 20s, I wouldn't dare think about finessing the police with a conversation. Nah. And Thug probably went down there willingly to have a conversation with the police. I guess to see what they had. So he went down there willingly. Like, come on, man. Thug was getting cocky. I remember one time I seen a video put up of Thug disrespecting the girl in the airport with his money. Right? He was talking about how much money he had and real cocky. And after that, you know, he had all these problems. Straight up. Hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button. Like, for real. Yeah, he was disrespecting that woman that worked in the airport. Talking crazy. But then said, what did he say? Thug standing for something humble under God or something. That's what he said. Yeah, I don't know. Motherfuckers is crazy. Smoking that shit. What's poppin' though, man? What's good with y'all? Yeah, we gonna get on the live tonight. 12:30. 9:30. We getting on that schedule. We getting on time today. We getting on time today. Yeah, we getting on time today. What's the hat say? Hey, Brittany, you say you like the hat. What it say? Can you make out what it say? So did you hear about Cat Williams' friend? Somebody got knocked off. I think I heard something about somebody getting knocked off. They said Cat Williams didn't have nothing to do with it or something though. Let me see. Security guard suspected of knocking off comedian Carol worked for Cat Williams. Somebody, security guard knocked him off. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know that's what it say too. Cancun. You better know it. Yep. I was trying to see if Brittany was going to understand it because she out there said I like the hat. So I wanted to see if that person knew what it said. Yeah, Cancun. That's what it said. I got it while I was in Cancun, and I like the hat. Yeah. When it's over, it's over. Yeah. Coming to my next show? When it's over, it's over. I agree about that. When it's over, it's over. Some people don't know how to let it go when it's over. I became definitely a professional at letting go. Word. I became a professional at letting go. When it's over, it's over. I remember them days when I couldn't let go, like, and I had to force myself to let go. But I'm like a super professional at it now. I be thinking like, yo, we we only expected to go to 8, right? And some people only making it to 60. Man, we expect to go to 80. I'm halfway there. I said, my first half of life, it was like a hell of a roller coaster, right? My first half of my life was a hell of a roller coaster. But the second half, uh-uh. Mm-mm. Just keeping it a buck. Yeah, I fucked them grapes up. My second half, I don't care who say what, it's gonna be peace. I don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do get old, the people that supposed to help you out, right? They normally don't. You know, select a few people help the people out that they, you know what I mean, should help out when they get old. But most of the time, ain't nobody gonna help you out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna help you out. Yeah. Most of the time, ain't nobody gonna help you out, man. Yeah. Mm. That's what some people don't be understanding. The people that's supposed to help you, most of the time, they don't help you. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Straight up. Yeah, a Treese, they'll put you in that nursing home fast. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Bruce Willis, he done got old, got dementia. So it's like I think a lot of people don't be honest with themselves. Like I think a lot of people, I think majority of the world, they're not honest with themselves. Because what's the real goal? You know what I'm saying? I think majority of the world, they not honest with themselves, man. Yeah. So, I'm so honest with myself. This is why I look at things the way I do and people the way I do, because I know when a joker get old, everybody gonna get funny. You know what I'm saying? I seen the way uh people handled my grandpa when he got old. If I didn't come through for him, he was in trouble. Like for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't come through for my grandpa and take care of him and make sure that, he was alright, you know what I mean? He was in trouble, but it's just like that, man. You know, we tricked all the way around the board. You can be the best person you can be, you know, what I'm saying, for people that you create, right? And when you get old, they don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, straight up. Straight up. When you get old, they don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want nothing to do with you, what you got going on. They'll tell you they got their own life. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But, it's a part of life. Straight up. It's a part of life. And understanding it is important because I think, we so tricked into believing what they want us to believe and how they want us to live that when that time come and your brain ain't all the way there, you really don't understand anyway. It's just like, damn. Because I'm sure, Bruce Willis done went hard, for his people. They said he in a separate house. Like, hold up. Why they put him in a separate house? Like, crazy. That nigga done went hard, putting all that work in, and they talking about they got him separated. He don't remember this, he don't remember that. Man, listen, y'all got to deal with that, you know? But, I mean, it's like, either way you be, either way that you are, it's going to be what it's going to be. So, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I said, I had my past, and when I drink and I smoke and all that stuff, I'm hoping that, um, my brain don't have a hard effect, because I sit there and think about it. My grandpa, he had dementia, and his dad had dementia, right? So I be like, damn, it could hit me too. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he might can get it. You if he get it, I know I'm gonna get it. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? He said, DZ, that's a form of diabetes, right? Or come from diabetes. That's what they say. That's what they say. And it's all in the food. The food is the worst thing ever. But it's crazy we needed to stop, and it's the worst thing ever. It's crazy. Need the food to survive, and it's the worst thing ever. You know, but my grandpa had that. His dad had it. And I'm like, man, listen, my grandpa went to 81. You know what I'm saying? My grandpa, that nigga went all the way to 81. And honestly, it was because of, me making sure that I ain't let him do, what they wanted him to do to him. But when he got 81, right? And the dementia like really took over, you know, and I fought these people for years about putting the tube in him, right? Because they wanted to put the tube in him for years, and I wouldn't let him do it. I'm like, man, y'all just keep feeding him. If he, you know what I'm saying? Because he was still able to communicate for a while and stuff, right? But they kept calling me about this tube, right? He 81 at the time, and they like, we think he need the tube. I was denying it for a while. I'm like, all right, go ahead and put the tube in him, because he wasn't really responding and stuff. Then, man, they put the tube in him. A day later, he passed. I'm like, man, I knew I should have never put the damn tube. But should have let him go. Y'all would have cared for him all the way out. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Just care for him all the way out. Why y'all rushing to put the tube? And it's like, and you got to know this too about doctors. They do that job every day. They numb to people passing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. They do that job every single day. So it's like when my cousin, he had cancer, right? And the crazy thing was, I was in the hospital when they told him he had 2 weeks to live. Like, and I'm looking at his face, right? But they said it like nonchalant. Yo, yeah, you got 2 weeks to live. He looking at me, I'm like, yo, bust me. I'm like, damn. I shed a tear. You know what I'm saying? I shed a tear. I'm like, damn. They just told this nigga he got 2 weeks to live. And no cap, he only lived 3 weeks. I said, man, they know what's going on. They numb to it. They numb to it. They see people in there, every day somebody checking. The same way somebody born every day, somebody checking every day, and they in the hospital dealing with somebody new every day. They numb to seeing people leave the earth. Straight up. You see somebody coming there every day, it get like regular. That be sick and they falling out. It's like regular. So it's like, they might try to help you a little bit, but I don't think, it's like if it don't work, it don't work. Straight up. You know what I mean? Yeah. He said my granddad owned a stable down bottom west, but now for the past few years, I live down south. I've been focusing on farming. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, I think, man, that them doctors, man, they don't really be caring. You know what I mean? They numb. They see this. I see this every day. It's like, you know, I don't think they be as passionate as you, because you just coming in there with your family member, or if it's you that's sick, you passionate about trying to heal yourself, but they see it every day. So it's like, I just seen this yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm gonna try my best for you, but hey, if you don't make it, it's life. You know what I mean? So this how I see it, man. I think they not really passionate, and you gotta try your best to, live long as you can. And I recommend, not messing with the damn medicines. I think all the medicines are bad, man. I'm like, for real, like, if it's something that you could take one time and it can help you or something, cool. But if you gotta take something all the time, I think it's bad for you, man. I don't think it's gonna help you. I think it's gonna hurt you more than to help. And you got to change your diet and stuff like that. That's how I see it. But them damn medicines, man, they put you on something and have you taking this damn medicine, and it be tearing something else up in your body, and you just keep taking the damn medicine until the other part of the body malfunction. Then they try to give you some medicine for that, and then that's messing something up, and then the next thing, all the damn medicines done twirled in you and then crushed everything. So yeah, it's like, man, you can't trust what they say. You know what I'm saying? Doctor only goes by the book. They don't care. Hell no, they don't care. I don't think they care at all. It's like, man, they used to seeing this. Straight up. They like used to seeing the people coming in there like that. Like I said with my cousin, they told him he had 2 weeks to live. That nigga looked over. I'm like, man, like damn, they got 2 weeks to live. And it was 3 weeks. I'm like, God damn. That's crazy. Yeah. It should be crazy. So, everybody going to check out, but, it's like we all, know we going to check out, right? But it's like we don't live like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that it's going to be a time for you to go, but nobody lives to that caution. You know what I mean? It's just like when it get here, it get here. Yeah. And then when it get here, it's everybody sad. Everybody crying. But it's the process. Yeah. And at my age now, I done seen a lot of people check out from not taking care of themselves. I be like, damn, man, I try my best. I'm like, man, I see a lot of people done checked out at my age. I remember the time I didn't know nobody that checked out, though. I'll be sitting there thinking about them times when I was in my early 20s. Like, you might know one or two people, but you really don't know. Like, God damn. Now, it's like, I know so many people that checked out. It's like, God damn. It's like, I can go through, like, a long list of jokers that I knew that was around. I had moments with. You know what I'm saying? People that I done had real moments with. We done stuff together, went places, and it's like, damn, they gone. They ain't never coming back. You know what I'm saying? Word. It's like, damn, man. Yeah, man. Real rap. Crazy. And most people not living that long. Straight up. Most people are not living that long. At all. It's like real short. Everything's short, man. Hit that subscribe button too, if you haven't subscribed. Smash that like button. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we're going to come back for the late night show. Yeah, we'll be back for the late night show. 12:30 East Coast time. And 9:30 p.m. West Coast time, man. Straight up. Yeah, definitely not scared of checking out, really, though, because it's going to happen. It's just I want to take all precautions to live as long as I can. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm like, I ain't scared of it because it ain't at my door, but when it's at a nigga door, like my cousin, when it was at his door and they told him 2 weeks to live, I know he was scared. And then his body was breaking down all the way, like he could walk when they said that, right? 2.5 weeks later, he couldn't walk. Whole body shutting down. Straight up, whole body shutting down. So, yeah, you never know, man. You never know. Nobody knows, man. Hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. You know what I mean? Yeah. Man, I appreciate y'all. We're going to come back for the late night show, 12:30. Yeah, I'm going to sit here for a second and relax. Yeah, I'm going to relax for a couple minutes. And we'll be back at it. I appreciate y'all, man. Stay locked in. Yeah. Go check that video out that I put up there about snitching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Snitching is the norm. You know, I appreciate y'all. Straight up. Hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button. All that, man. Yeah. Non-stop. You know, I appreciate all y'all, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all in a little bit.